video about virtual reality. In this video, I'm going to be talking about what is virtual reality, VR for short, and what are its current uses as of right now. VR technology has come a long way since its creation, even though it says it has only started becoming well known thanks to big brands such as Oculus, Sony, Evident, and Google. Yeah, that's right, even Google's in it. Who would have thought? So, who invented virtual reality? Well, we don't really know. Well, to know who invented virtual reality, we have to take in consideration these three factors: who invented, who came up with the idea, who actually produced virtual reality. But for the sake of this video, let's just say we take the invention and production factors into consideration. That means that the people at Oculus were the first to invent virtual reality. In the beginning, they only had a rough idea of what they wanted to do, so they started a Kickstarter and asked people to donate to them. And their set goal was $250,000, and they were able to raise more than $2 million. Like, $2 million, that's like 9 times what they originally wanted. So then later on, in 6 months, they produced their first prototype that they named DK1, meaning Developers Kit 1. So as a thanks back to the gaming community, they gave whoever donated more than $300 a free DK1. So how does DK1 works, and how does it produces the virtual environment? It comes with built-in gyroscope and speedometer that helps DK1 track the user's head, and then produce video feed through two 480p lenses that then project the image onto the user's retina. But due to a small amount of information they had on virtual reality, they could not improve the FPS of the video footage, so often if the user was using the Oculus Rift for too long, they will get motion sickness. So that person over there with the weak stomach, sucks to be you. Now, after Oculus, Evident was the next big thing. They came up with new technology to let the person experience virtual reality. To be honest, it wasn't too different, but it was still better than what currently was available. Now, as far as explaining how it works, I'm just gonna let the computer do it for me.
Avigant Glyph takes advantage of a virtual retinal display to transmit vivid, lifelike images directly to the eye. The image begins with a low-powered LED. After passing through a first set of optics, the light is reflected off a micro-mirror array, 2 million mirrors that shape the light into an image fit for the eye. The stream is then focused through a second set of optics and projected directly onto the retina, mimicking the way we receive light reflected off objects in our everyday environment. Glyph creates an image of extraordinary clarity, sharper and more realistic than current conventional display technologies, in a more natural way, without a screen. Enhance movies, gaming, or any media of your choice. Simply turn it on and enjoy the show.
Now, since the Avigant Glyph produces a very natural and lifelike images, it also reduces the amount of motion sickness a person can get. So the guy over there with the motion sickness, I guess we can't laugh at you anymore. Now, in the beginning of this year, Oculus announced that they were developing a DK Kit 2, and it was an upgrade, a very nice upgrade actually. They improved their total resolution for their lenses and fixed their motion sickness problem. Now, to go into detail, the resolution was upgraded to 1080p, so that was quite a big improvement for the video quality, and they fixed their motion sickness problem by having their program flash a random black screen in between every frame, which mimicked the blinking of a human eye, which gave the user a very natural feel, which helped reduce the motion sickness, as well as the motion blur, which was the cause of motion sickness. Now, with Project Morpheus, there was nothing overly exciting or overly awesome except for the fact it was just better quality and better FPS rates. Other than that, it was just another virtual device that allowed you to play virtual reality games. Really not any different from Oculus Rift DK1. But how Morpheus is different is that it provides with a very large-scale immersive gameplay. It does this by letting the user use the PlayStation controller and its camera as controls which really provides a very immersive and interactive gameplay for the user. To summarize this, Morpheus is more of an add-on for PlayStation 4 than a virtual reality device on itself. Remember how I said that Google was in this too? Well, a small team of Google developers came up with the idea called the Google Cardboard. And what it basically is, you put your Android phone in this cardboard box and run this Google app, and it allows you to experience virtual reality. It follows the same rule of a fundamental virtual reality device. It uses the speedometer and gyroscope built in your Android phone to track the user's head movement and project an image onto the user's eye through two lenses. And what's even cooler, that the box, or the cardboard box, so to say, only costs around $20. And for any normal person, that's a pretty good price to experience a virtual reality, given that the other virtual reality devices cost around about $400 to $300.